So I'm a single guy. I've been doing the dating apps and getting the swipes in. Traditionally, I haven't had a lot of luck with online dating, but I got a mini golden doodle puppy a couple of years ago. So naturally, I put him in all of my dating profile pictures, and my matches went up 300%. From 1 to 3, but still.
Recently, and things were going well. We were on our second or third date, and we ended up back at my place. Now, I have one of those sleep number beds where you can adjust the setting of your mattress. And so we're laying there, and things were getting kind of hot and heavy. She's kind of hot and kind of heavy. Well, out of the blue, she asks me, "So what's your number?" Now, I know now she was trying to figure out how many people I slept with, you know? But at the time, it was the heat of the moment, I thought she was talking about my mattress. It said 55, 60, like it nice and firm. I met another girl on Hinge, it's a dating app, and her profile said, "in an E&M relationship." So I'm like, I gotta look this up, I don't even know what that means. Well, if you're not familiar, E&M stands for ethical non-monogamous. So non-monogamous, in her case, meaning she has a husband, but she also sleeps with other people. And ethical is a word they put in front to make themselves feel better. I mean, like, I'm not here to judge, to each their own, you know, but it makes me feel weird, like I'm almost like I'm doing something wrong. I guess I was just looking for a more traditional relationship where we can just cheat on our husband behind his back. It would make me feel much better. Just down in Winona, just down the river. I'm a single guy. I got a dog a couple years ago. Got a little mini golden doodle. Yeah, I named my dog Nesta. So Nesta is Bob Marley's middle name. So that's my nice roundabout way of letting people know that I smoke weed. You couldn't tell? Nesta is 1/3 golden retriever, 1/3 poodle, and 1/3 Rastafari. So, I was taking Nesta for a walk recently, and he was taking a shit, but he was struggling. And I mean, let's be honest, we've all been there, right? When I was a little kid, my little brother was in the bathroom, and he was moaning and groaning in there. And my mom asked, she's like, "Jack, is everything okay in there?" And he yelled back, "No, I think it's a square one." I gave you guys a moment to visualize that. But so Nesta was waging war with this shit. And he was doing that thing where the dogs will do the poop squat, you know, and then they'll walk around that way for a while. Well, I look, and there's a string hanging out of his little butthole. So I did what any good dog owner would do. I grabbed on, I started pulling. And it kept coming. Finally, it got a little tighter, and all of a sudden, it came popping out of there like a cork out of a wine bottle. Yeah, it was equal parts disgusting and satisfying. Nesta was, of course, like relieved, and he just took off running like a bat out of hell. And I'm standing there holding this dangling piece of dog shit covered stuffed animal that I just paid $25 for on Amazon 2 weeks ago. But if I ended that joke by saying I was really tugging on his fart strings, would that be too much? I bought a house a couple of years ago, and I put in dog doors throughout my house, so Nesta can go in and out by himself out to the fenced-in yard I have for him. And it's super convenient, but it does have a downside. I was getting ready for work last summer, and I walk out into the living room, and Nesta's laying there on the rug, and he's got something next to him. First, I thought it was one of his stuffed animal toys, but I stopped and I kind of did a double take, and there's a big half-dead rabbit laying right in the middle of my living room rug. I know I was pissed because I had to kill it and throw it in the trash can. Now I'm gonna miss that dog. But show in Rochester recently at a comedy club up there, and before the show, the host had a camera set up backstage, and he was doing free headshots for all the comics. So I thought, oh, I'll take advantage of that. So it was my turn, and I got up there, and he asked, have you done these before? And I said, oh yeah, I know the drill. So I stood there, and I got my picture taken. I turned to the right, turned back to the left. Those are the ones I've done before. He was really thrown off when I bent over and started coughing. He's like, what is that? And there was a string hanging out of my asshole. That shit again. All right, other than that, now you guys ready to go? So I was at work last night, and I got one of those emergency alerts on my phone, and it said, shelter in place. St. Charles PD is currently searching for a 38-year-old female with short black hair, approximately 5 foot 2 inches, and 155 pounds. I know, scary, right? So I took a screenshot and I posted it on Facebook and said, I am also currently searching for a female 5 foot 2, 155 pounds. And it was all fun and games until my grandma called my mom. And she said, Cindy, is everything okay? Is someone missing? I said something, Andy posted something about searching for someone on Facebook. It's like, it was a joke, Grandma. That's why you're not invited to any of my comedy shows. My grandma, I did stand-up in Milwaukee a couple weeks ago. I was in Milwaukee for my grandma's 94th birthday party. Yeah, give it up for Grandma. And we had a party for her in the manor where she lives. Manor is a nice name for the home that we put her in. But during the party, I was having a conversation with Grandma, and she asked me, she said, Andy, now are you going to perform one of your comedy strips for us tonight? Like comedy strips, like I'm Charles Schultz or something. I immediately started trying to get out of it. Like, oh no, I don't think so. I don't have much prepared for the family, you know? And things got quiet. And she looked me dead in the eye and she said, Andy, I made it 94 years. You can perform a comedy strip for us. So I roasted the hell out of that old bag. Putting me on the spot.